Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a fun get ready with me playing with some new makeup. So some of the makeup is just new to me and I do have a few goodies that I did pick up at the Sephora sale. So I'm going to be using the CLE De Peau the foundation today. So many of you love this, and since I have finally found my foundation match in CLE De Peau, I went ahead and picked this up when it was on sale. So we're going to be using that today. I did pick up this Tom Ford SOLEIL. This is this sheer duo in ECLAT new. Just couldn't resist that on sale and thought it would be kind of fun to create a monochrome eye and cheek look today using that duo. And then I pulled out a few other goodies that you guys had recommended to me. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, playing with some new and new to me Luxe beauty products, then let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. We are gonna do a get ready using a bunch of new luxury makeup, and I'm laughing because it is snowing here in Portland and it is April. This is crazy because it was just 72 degrees this past Tuesday and it just felt like summer and spring and I was so excited. And this morning I woke up to snow, which I wasn't expecting. I haven't been watching the weather, so it was sort of comical. I was like, whoa. Anyhow, I clearly need to put some makeup on my face to lift my spirits. And we're going to be using the Ooh La La. This is the CLE De Peau the foundation. And I did go ahead and get this on sale because I had fallen in love with the new CLE De Peau. This is the Radiant Cream Foundation, and so many of you told me to go ahead and try this the foundation again now that I think I have found the right shade for me. So I picked this up in the shade B20, and when I do swatch this, it is going to look a little bit too dark, but once I smooth it on my skin, it totally blends in. So I will do a full review of this the foundation, but I like to spend a little bit of time with foundations before doing a review to get my full thoughts on them. So first of all, they do get an A+ for this beautiful jar. So once you open it up, it is basically like a super rich cream that has been tinted, and it gives your skin a beautiful glow. I believe there is a bit of mica in here, which is always going to kind of lay down a little bit of glow on your skin. And here is a swatch of B20. This is described as a sheer buildable foundation, and it is going to be fantastic for more dry skin tones. So I am going to use what I have on my hand because this is a very pricey foundation. And so many of you love this foundation for more mature, dry skin that I was like, I need to give this a try again. So I am here is a pea size amount all over my skin, and it feels very hydrating. It gave me more coverage than I was expecting because I actually have bought this before, but it was not in the correct shade. I had WB20, which is warm beige 20, and it just wore a little bit too warm on my skin, like a bit orangey, and I'm trying to embrace my rosy undertones. And I have finally determined that Beige 20 is the most appropriate shade in CLE De Peau foundations. So once I saw this on sale, I was like, I am gonna go ahead and take the plunge again because so many of you love it so much, and you also have shared that you have more dry, mature skin and that this is your like ultimate favorite foundation. So I'm giving this a try again, and I'm gonna go ahead and let this settle in while we move on to eyes. Okay, now we're gonna warm up the skin, and I was asked if I would use my Tom Ford TERRA bronzer and if I still liked it. And yes, I do. I just think that I have other bronzers that I like better, but I still think this is a great bronzer. And I used to use it a lot. So I thought we would go ahead and use this on camera since I got asked about it. And it really is a great kind of year-round bronzer, and I should use this more often. I think for myself, I tend to reach for these two a bit more because they are a bit more gel-like in texture, and I think this one is supposed to be as well. But I don't know exactly why I haven't been using this for a while. So thank you for the reminder for pulling this out because it truly is a lovely bronzer. And I am going to go ahead and use it a bit more since you reminded me. Okay, we have bronzed up the skin, and then I did pick up the Tom Ford. This is the Soleil Sheer Cheek Duo, and it is described as being able to use this on your cheek and your eyes. So I thought we would go ahead and use that on my cheek and eyes. And here is what this beautiful duo looks like. Let me just give you a little swatch right here. Beautiful kind of coral pop to the blush, and then this is sort of a bronzer highlighter and really pretty on the eyes. And here is a swatch of this gorgeous duo. And what I'm going to do is just pop on a little bit of a kohl eyeliner to define my lash line real quick before using this on my eyes and cheeks. So this is the Chanel. This is the Le Crayon Kohl in Ombre. And I've always really liked the Chanel Kohl eyeliners as kind of a one and done eye because they smudge out really beautifully. So I'm going to put a little bit of this near the lash lines, and then we'll pop on a little bit of this duo. Don't worry, I'm going to smudge it out. That's the beauty of kohl eyeliners, is that they're easier to smoke out and a little bit more forgiving than some of my gel waterproof eyeliners. So I've been kind of enjoying the softer kohl look lately. A little bit more lived in makeup look. So the kohl just adds a little soft smokiness on the eyes. And if you have blue eyes, this ombre kohl looks particularly beautiful on blue eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this bronzy shade right here. And then I'm going to take this bronzy shade and I'm going to pop that in my crease. So just a little wash of that bronze color. And then I like to take this pop of coral, and then we're going to add that coral shade on the lids for just a nice little pop of color here. This is like easy monochrome look using this little duo. Okay, I'm gonna go clean up my brows a bit, put on some mascara, then we'll play with this on the cheeks, but this is just a really easy eye, and wanted to show you how you can use this on your eyes as well as your cheeks. So let me go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got a soft wash of color on the eyes, and then let's go ahead and pop this beauty on the cheeks, and I'm gonna start with this shade up here, and then I'm just going to brush this onto the cheeks. It's got a little bit of a bronze color to it, but it's got a pretty little sheen in it as well. So kind of a topper to my bronzer. Then I'm going to take this beautiful pop of color here, and I'm actually using the Sonia G. This is her Cheek Pro brush. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the apples of my cheeks first, just focusing in there. Then I'll just brush a little bit of that out to the sides, but kind of primarily focusing that pop of color right in the apples of the cheek. So I'll kind of smile, and I'm trying to wear my blush a bit higher these days to kind of lift everything up. Okay, I'm going to clean up just a little bit underneath the eyes using the CLE De Peau. This is the Radiant Eye Concealer, and I've been back into using this a bit. And I have this in the shade Beige. I'm going to take my Sephora number 57 and next I'm taking just a little bit of loose powder using my La Mer fluffy brush, and I just want to put a little bit of that powder on my skin as well as just blend everything in. I want to keep the glow going. And then for fun, I pulled out my CLE De Peau. This is the Lumizing Face Enhancer, and this was a subscriber recommendation. They told me I needed to pick this up in number 18, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that to the brow bone as well as the cheeks. I've already got a nice little glow going on from that Tom Ford duo, but just to be a little extra today, we'll go ahead and use this. And this really does give your skin a pretty little flush, and I don't use it, and I kind of forgot about it. So thus the reason we are pulling it out today. And I'm gonna add a little there. And then for lips, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my favorite from Sisley, and this one's actually in Sheer Blossom, and this is a very pretty pink toned shade. And I did order one of the new Tom Ford Ultra Shine lipsticks, so I'm hoping that'll show up today. If it does, I'll include it in this video, but if not, I felt like this would kind of go with the overall look as well. And this is the shade Blossom. And then we'll finish off with fragrance of the day. I'm going to go ahead and put on a little Tom Ford. This is Rose d'Amalfi, and I know I talk about this a lot, but this truly is one of my favorites. It is a very soft, powdery rose scent. It's got a touch of an almond note in here, and it is just soft and fluffy, slightly powdery, and every time I wear it, I get compliments on it. I think it must just mix well with my chemistry, and it just makes me happy. And since it is snowing outside, I'm kind of in the mood for something a little bit deeper and richer, but I'm rebelling against the snow, and I'm going to stick with something that's more spring-like so that this snow will blow out and that the sun will come out again, and then we will get back into the spring weather, which we should have right now since it is the middle of April. Okay guys, this is my final look using some new luxury goodies. I of course will do a full review on the foundation because this is a pricey foundation and many of you are going to want to know whether it is worth the money. I do really like this Tom Ford Soleil duo, and again this is in the ECLAT New. And I don't know if I would have bought it if it wasn't at the Sephora sale. I thought that it was pretty, but I don't really need it. But I liked the idea that I could use it on my eyes as well as my cheeks. So overall, I'm glad that I did pick this up, and I'm still loving on my Sisley lipsticks. So just a quick little get ready with me using a few new goodies, but I've got some fun videos coming your way this week, and I hope that your week is off to a good start.